Hey everybody, this is Justin. This time I'm going to be doing a review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. This was Season 1, Episode 18, called Providence, aired last night, and it was a pretty good episode here. Had a lot of information in it, a lot of things moved along, not a ton of action per se, but good story building here. The story starts off with our guys still in the hub, like they were last week. Coulson gets a call from a U.S. military official who says they're going to send in some UN peacekeepers to secure the area and ask some questions, which makes no sense to me at all of why the U.S. military would send UN peacekeepers to a U.S. agency. Coulson also didn't really like this information and decided they needed to leave. So after a few repairs to the airplane, the team jumps on, takes off. And while this is going on, we flash over to Ward and Garrett, who are, super Hydra guys at this point. And Ward actually goes and breaks someone out of prison who was from a previous episode. I can't remember her name because I didn't watch the episodes then. But they bring her back to the S.H.I.E.L.D. base, which is conveniently located, I'm sorry, not the S.H.I.E.L.D. base, the Hydra base, which is conveniently located underneath a barbershop in Havana, Cuba. The last place anyone would ever look for anything. So, that's where that goes. They bring her down here. They actually, Garrett says that he's got some vials of what was potentially used to bring Coulson back. They've injected it on some people with some really bad results, so they want her to, break it down and figure it out. They also give her the hard drive that Ward, I guess, swiped from S.H.I.E.L.D., which should have the information on it. Now, this goes back over, flashes back over to Coulson and the team in the airplane. They're just kind of flying around, figuring out what they're going to do, trying to avoid detection, so they have time to figure it out. Just taking stock of all their supplies and everything. Coulson gives the word to have everybody's badges rounded up. He's going to put them up. They don't really need them at this point. As he's doing this, putting them in a safe, his starts to make a noise, and as he opens it, sees that the bottom of it is glowing with coordinates. He gives the coordinates to May. Let's point the ship in this direction. It looks like we're headed for the northernmost regions of Canada. And so that's what they do. Also, along the way here, May goes into Coulson's office and starts talking to him, asking him questions. Actually asks for his sidearm because she thinks that potentially he could be under the influence of Hydra. Since he was brought back, there's no telling what they could have put in his brain. He's having none of this. He's basically over my dead body. If you want to try to take it, you can. She backs down. And we jump back over to our Hydra guys, Ward and Garrett. And now they're actually going to use Ward's mission, or his orders, to take Garrett to the fridge as a means to break into the fridge. They do this very, very easily. Our two S.H.I.E.L.D. guards at the fridge were not the smartest. This was pretty easy to see this was a setup. But they bust in and take over the fridge. I'm sure there is some fight back going on, but we don't really see that much of it. And basically they're there just to get all the toys that are in the fridge. This is where apparently S.H.I.E.L.D. keeps everything that they don't know what to do with. They just catalog it and put it in a warehouse here. Seems like that happens a lot and stuff. Anyway, so they bust out. One weird thing that I wasn't completely sure of was the staff that Ward is holding at one point. Not sure where that came from. It belongs to somebody. I don't think it doesn't look like Loki's, though it could be Asgardian, since they've already had stuff in the episodes here. So they bust through, and actually, before they leave, Ward shoots the floor with this, I don't know, laser particle beam of some sort, saying that there's something under there. Garrett doesn't believe him, that this is the bottom floor, there can't be anything. All we see is a blue glowing light. We'll assume that it's the blue alien. Maybe it's not. Who knows? So we leave off there with them. They've also bust out anybody who's locked up at the fridge, so all those people are out. Jump back over to our guys on the ship, on the airplane. They land in Canada and are walking around trying to figure it out. And lo and behold, they actually do stumble across a S.H.I.E.L.D. installation, a hidden S.H.I.E.L.D. installation. Imagine that. And who is down there? Just one soul, and it's Patton Oswalt. who does a great job. He's hilarious. Gets everybody in there, shows them what's going on. Very big on his lanyard. And then he pulls Coulson into his office to kind of talk to him, tell him what's going on. Here's the good part. Coulson is told that Fury is alive. And he's told that, only Cap, Black Widow, a few others know that Fury's still alive. So we got that going for it, though Coulson isn't allowed to tell the team, and he's not too happy about that. Then we flash back over to our Hydra guys, and we find out that the hard drive that Ward stole from S.H.I.E.L.D. is password protected. Imagine that. And the person trying to hack into it can't, because if she enters the wrong password, it will delete everything. So, need the password. Garrett says, "Alright, Ward, you know what that means. You have to go get it from S.H.I.E.L.D." So, unfortunately, the team still has no idea that any of this is going on. They just think Ward's out doing his thing, putting Garrett in the fridge. So he eventually, he calls Sky, gets the coordinates. He goes up there. And that's kind of where we leave off, is him now in Providence, which is what Patton Oswalt's character is calling this hidden base in northern Canada, Providence. Really good episode. Maybe a little slow in parts, but like I said, this was all building towards something. This was, good story development that we needed for things to happen further along the line. It seems like a lot of Garrett's, a lot of what he's doing is just to set up things that will slow Coulson down. He released all these prisoners. He knows Coulson's going to have to get round all those people up, and while he's doing that, Hydra has more time to plot and scheme and take over or whatnot, whatever they want to do. So, really good episode. If you like the show, if you like any of the Marvel movies, I would say definitely check out Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you very much.